Welcome to Pizza Steve TV. In today's episode, we're going to go to All Souls Pizza, where I worked for 5 years in Asheville, North Carolina, and I still get invited to go there and work a shift or two. So today we're going to go work. We're going to chop some wood, we're going to stretch some dough, and then we're going to make cook some pizzas in the pizza oven, and you'll get to see that whole process. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you there. Back here at good old All Souls Pizza. I worked here for 5 years before, but I stopped working at All Souls when I got the job at the farm. But I'll still come back and work shifts here and there. I'm gonna go chop some wood right now, so I'll let you know how it goes. I decided to wear my overalls today with my All Souls hat. I'll see y'all in a minute. Here I'm gonna load up some wood. I'm not wearing any gloves, but usually want to wear gloves to prevent getting splinters, but it's just gonna toughen your hands up a little bit. May have to work a little slower. I left my gloves at the farm. You'll know some things that you forget. You'll remember instantly as soon as you need it. Oh man, I should have brought gloves, but I'm just gonna bring this out over here. This is the old stomping grounds, All Soul Pizza. This is the Cat Cafe right here. This is where everybody would hang out and smoke cigarettes, just have a good time. The old chopping block right here. Let's see. I have one pile for new stuff. One pile for new and old stuff. I'll find an axe. Good old chopping axe. That's the only one we got.
We should have a splitter somewhere.
Oh, I see that.
That, yeah, and then
a little axe.
Yeah, that one's falling apart.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yo, I got you. I have a good axe in my car.
Whoa, Grim coming in for the win. This is Grim. Grim started here at All Souls right as I was leaving. I only got to have one training shift with Grim, so they've been holding down the fort since I left. And it's good to see there's some staff still here. Like everybody, I know everybody in there. Everyone's been here for at least a few years.
Good work. They treat you well. Stick around. What a concept.
Yeah, I did 5 years for All Souls. I'd probably still be working here if I didn't get that opportunity at the farm. Oh,
right,
nice. Oh, looks like you already had a bust.
Yeah.
You get a little too rough with that wood.
Was, Ricky. That was not me. Definitely their axe.
Oh, Ricky, thank you, Ricky, for the axe. Oh, 4-pounder. I'm gonna get a workout in as well.
I'll tell you what though, that little plastic splitter does work.
I know.
It's got a nice wedge on it.
I worked with it for a while, but I feel like I was faster just chopping it with the axe. Just because I was trying to being on the clock and trying to be productive, I was noticing that the little splitter was slowing me down a little bit. Plus I'm old-fashioned. This is the way I'm used to it for doing it for years. Totally. And they introduced the splitter.
Kyle brought in his like little boy's axe. He had like a
Kyle Bradbeer. Is that the little one that's right there?
No. It was like a 2-pounder. He was calling it a Boy Scout axe, but that thing would blast through wood. We had a dishwasher here that was also very reckless and ended up getting broke.
Oh.
Yeah. I bought a handle for this thing, and then I misplaced it because I was gonna re-wedge it because it's a good.
Yeah, the head's still good. Yeah. And you can always just chop that off and then put it in the oven, and that wood will burn out, and then you can just take it out and cool it down, put a new handle on it. But you guys, I saw that the wood was bigger.
Yeah, we're doing it. It's not like we're doing it about like an inch by inch. So
a little smaller than that, probably half of this.
Yeah, I think half that would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like little toothpicks, but yeah, little twigs.
Yeah, that kindling. They don't have to burn as fast. All right. So yeah, we got a chopping block right here. I kind of like chopping with the GoPro because you can really get the impact of the camera. Yeah, you just want to throw this wood up here. If it balances, it's good, because then you can really get a good chop on it with both hands. And that one's kind of knotted at the end. I'll try the other end. Bam. And then you can split it once it's on there and get them pretty good sizes. But yeah, this is a great place to work, man. It's a restaurant. Most of my experience was in restaurants. I've worked in pizza for over 20 years. Maybe it's closer to 19, maybe. But I did 5 years at All Souls, like I said. This job kind of combined the best of all the worlds. So I worked at a place called Romano's Macaroni Grill for a few years, and it was the first pizza oven that I worked that had a flame. Although that was a gas flame that we controlled with a knob, it kind of introduced me to the way we cook pizzas here at All Souls. Is you throw it in, you have to rotate the pizzas around the flame, and the difference between this and Macaroni Grill, with the gas power, you kind of kept a constant flame, but with a wood-fired oven, you have to maintain the fire throughout the shift, so you have to kind of multitask on a lot of levels, which really is fun. So I'm gonna chop this in three pieces right here, see if I can get 3 out of it, maybe 4. That's cool. The guy working the oven tonight, we call him the professor. His name is Alex. He's going to school to be a philosophy professor, I believe, or psychology, one of those, working with the mind. So he coined the nickname professor, but I trained him on the oven years ago, and he's working the oven tonight. He left for a little while, came back. Let's see, get a better angle right there. Just chopping away. See, I got a diagonal angle. I don't like that, so I want to straighten it out. Throw that on there. I'll try the other side. This was always a great way to start the shift. I would come here in the afternoons, chop wood for a few hours, listen to music while I'm back here. We used to chop the wood a lot smaller than this. They would be kindling sizes, so probably like, you could probably get 2 or 3 pieces out of that size. But the way the dough works now is that you want to keep the heat in there a little bit better, so the bigger pieces will hold the heat faster. The smaller pieces would give you a brighter flame overall. They're expecting to be really busy tonight. It's July in Asheville, North Carolina, so there's going to be a lot of tourists. There was a lot of traffic today. Yeah. Oh man. They said you guys did 180 pizzas last night.
Yeah.
Before I leave, I'm gonna have to get you to sing the Hollandaise song for me.
172 actually.
172? Oh, see, they rounded up a little bit. Oh, Only thing that sucks about the video is that you guys can't smell what I'm smelling right now. The kitchen's going, the wood-fired oven's going, Brenda's about to start the smoker. Or me and my buddies used to have contests to see who could chop the most wood in fastest amount of time. We would stack the crates up, have like 4 or 5 crates stacked up, and get us ready for the evening. We had lots of good times here at All Souls. Met lots of great people. It was awesome. I moved to Asheville, North Carolina from Tallahassee, Florida back in 2015, Halloween 2015 to be exact. Me and my buddy RJ moved up here. Neither one of us had ever been here before. He'd been to North Carolina a few times, and he would always go up with his church group, and you know, they did whitewater rafting. He was always telling me how beautiful it was up here, and we both really wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail one day, so we moved a little closer to it. So I had a job. I transferred with Chipotle at the time, a Mexican grill. I was a service manager over there, so it was pretty easy to transfer. But him and his brother, Uriah, who moved up here with us, neither one of them had a job lined up, but they were able to find work really quick. I mean, every one of us hard workers. That's the way our parents raised us. But I ended up finding All Souls probably less than a year after I moved here. I was looking for real sourdough bread, and that's what All Souls uses for their crust. They feed a sourdough culture every day. The culture is over 100 years old. Once I do some cooking shows, I can show you how that's done. But it's real bread. It's the way people have been eating bread for thousands of years. This sliced white bread stuff that you find in the store, that is not real. All the stuff they add to it, that's why people have celiac disease. All this stuff added to it. But if you have real sourdough bread with just 3-4 ingredients, that's all you need. So I sought that out in Asheville. There are a few places. I was on bicycle at the time, so I needed something kind of close to home, and All Souls was about 30 minutes, about an hour, yeah, about an hour bike ride, maybe 30 minutes, I don't remember. I was pushed for an hour just to be more realistic, but I'm pretty sure it was a 30-minute bike ride. A 2-hour walk, I remember that. Had to do that one time. But yeah, they do seasonal ingredients, fresh pizza. It's like wood-fired oven. Can't beat it. So the best pizza in Asheville. Although my favorite style of pizza is Detroit style pizza, but there's a chain called Pie Square that's pretty good that has that. But All Souls is the best pizza. It's the most authentic pizza in Asheville. The most real food you can get on a pizza. And they do special pizzas. They use seasonal ingredients, so they do a lot of foraged mushroom pizzas. My ultimate favorite was the North Carolina smoked shrimp pizza. That still makes an appearance on the menu here and there. But there's nothing better than that smoked shrimp taste. Ooh. But I'll be coming in and out of All Souls throughout this YouTube channel, so this won't be the last of it. But that's basically what we're doing. We're chopping wood, and it's not a bad way to make a living. It's not a bad workout, and it's a good skill to learn when you have to do a wood-fired oven or wood fire at your house. And this is a really good axe too, I can tell you that. It's nice and sharp. I never really cut myself with the axe, but I have hit my finger a couple of times, like with the axe handle. Oh man, that hurts. Give you a bruised thumb. And sometimes, like that piece did, it'll fly up and hit you in the eye. You ain't being careful. Oh man, this cherry wood smells good. I think this is cherry. Has a nice fruity flavor to it. You can cut into it. It smells so good. Oh, this burns really good. I got to learn about a bunch of different types of wood while I worked here. What wood burns better, what wood chops better. Sometimes you get really knotty pieces like this, and they're just a headache to work with when you're trying to chop it. But once you just hack away at it, eventually you'll get it done. You just gotta not give up, which is a good life philosophy. Just keep chopping away at it, and eventually you're gonna get there. You just gotta put the work in and not give up. One of my favorite quotes from any movie is from the movie Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. So never give up, never surrender. Whew. I like to clean up as I go. I won't leave a big pile once I leave. You think you're done and I'm like, oh yeah, I still got to clean up. But if you clean as you go, you're minimizing the amount of work. When you're done, you know what I mean? When you know, you know. I'm chopping them a little fatter. Alright, it's gonna be a tricky piece right here. One, it's not gonna sit level. And two, it's a little wavy. It's a little knotty. It's a knotty piece of wood. So I'm just gonna start in the middle. We see right here, it didn't cut all the way through this part, so I'm gonna take this out and retry again in the same spot, but I'm gonna bring the axe in a little bit, so not just the wood right here. And we got through that piece. See, it's a little wavy, a little bendy. The wind's picking up, that feels good. Nice hot summer day. It's probably in the upper 80s, lower 90s at this point, which, thank God, it's the hottest it really ever gets up here. In Florida, where I grew up, man, you walk outside, it's like you're walking into someone's hot breath. The humidity and the heat. Sometimes it feels like it's 115 degrees outside. You walk outside, you're covered in sweat in 5 minutes. You don't even have to do anything physical. I remember I used to wear those tank top t-shirts under my shirt, so I rode my bike everywhere in Florida, and man, that thing would be drenched, soaking wet by the time I get to work or wherever I was going. I was happy to move up here where they actually have 4 seasons. I never knew what that was. Florida, you get 2 seasons. You get hot and not so hot, and that's the winter time. Up here, as soon as you get tired of one season, the other one's coming along. Although I can say that I never ever get tired of spring, and then fall is a close second, guys. So I love fall because the air's starting to cool down, and then you get the people are making campfires, and you just smell the smoke in the air. It's just a great time to be alive. And also you get to see the beautiful leaves changing colors. one of the attractive parts about Asheville. We rode up the Blue Ridge Parkway when we first moved here, and what was cool was, like I said, we wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail, so we would practice on the hiking trails around the area. And there was one trail that's called the Mountain to Sea Trail. I told you this piece of wood was going to be tough. I'm having a hard time with it, and what I'm doing right now is I'm going to re-level my axe so it's going straight down. Every time you hit, it's going to change its angle a little bit, but you just keep being persistent and use some force. You want to aim like you're going to the bottom of that, like you're aiming towards the ground. I feel like this is about to pop out, but I'm gonna get another chop in there at least. We're looking forward to making some pizza pies tonight. Be like the good old days. All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna aim this one right here. I just want to get that axe in there, and then you can let go and re-angle it and go down with force, but you don't want to force it. That makes sense. With force, but you don't want to force it. You're just going to end up hurting yourself. So you just gotta let the inertia take over. You know, put some power behind it. You can't get anything done by not putting any effort into it, but you gotta know when to let go. I used to tell people, you have chopped wood, you gotta flow like water. You just gotta work with the wood, and otherwise that wood's gonna hurt you. You're gonna hurt yourself. Alright, so that one's full. I'm just gonna start filling this one up. There's a bunch of wood out here. I don't know if this is moist or not. Yeah. This one's kind of knotty too. Some wood can deceive you. You think it's dry, but then you cut into it and it had been left out in the rain a few days ago. This one, it's not that bad. It seems pretty dry. I'm just gonna stock them up. We have a couple of crates inside. But yeah, this is what we do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera off, and I'll get back to you when we get back inside. Alright, we're gonna stretch some dough here. I'm gonna unstick this one real fast. We're getting pretty busy here on a Saturday night. This dough is nice and ready. Take some flour, put it in the center. You want to form your crust. Make sure there's plenty of flour on the bottom so it doesn't stick to the peel. I'm just kind of flattening it out, forming the crust, and I'm going to go underneath and start stretching it. And it doesn't take long. Bam. There you have it. Make sure I have the semolina on the dough. That way it won't stick to the peel. Make sure I have flour underneath. Flour just in the center. Don't want it on the crust, because that's going to give you a kind of chalky texture. So you just keep the flour to the center. Cucumber salad followed by a pizza. Stretching the dough, stretching the dough. One pizza.
If I make that mushroom right there,
Yeah.
we still need the honey and squash.
Pepperoni mushroom. Heard. First in, first out.
Yeah. Yeah, I want those 3 meats. Yeah. Let's start on.
One pizza. Cucumber salad.
Which one are you doing?
Or this one. I figured I'm over here. I don't know.
One more dough. And I'm caught up.
We've got like, it's not like
You want me to run the oven for a little?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got going on?
This is 4 right here. That's about done.
Okay.
Probably almost there.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a tomato refired.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. Pizza Steve, always eat your crust. Good night.